Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so my center is called Addiction to Addition, and it's for second grade. And I did standards for the entire center, not just like for each activity. So under number sense, I have find the sum or difference of two whole numbers up to 3 digits long. Use mental arithmetic to find the sum or difference of 2-digit numbers. Solve problems using combinations of coins and bills. And then for algebra and functions, I have relate problems, situations to number sentences involving addition and subtraction. For statistics, data analysis, and probability, I have record numerical data in systematic ways, keeping track of what has been counted. So for my first activity, it's called addition balance tiles. So they'll go and they're each going to be in different folders. And so I put together like the packet for them. And so it has the directions with them, so it's not necessarily going to be on the board, so they can take this with them. So they're going to take one of the task cards, and then with the numbers that I made for them, they're just little squares with the numbers. They're going to look at, this is the example, so they're going to look at the balancing, and they have to make the problem equal to 17. So see, 8 plus something equals, and so you put the 9, you put the number, you put the 9 up in the box, and then 1, this is the beginning, so obviously you put up the 0 for 10 plus 7, so it's 17. So they'll have their balanced tiles. So as you can see, there's 14 and then 8, and so for example, they'll put 6 plus 2 and then 5 plus 3. So they'll just use their little numbers and put them in the boxes. And then when they're done, they each have a level. So that one was the easier one. They each have a level up in the corner. So they will take, this is actually a half sheet. They will color in the level so they keep track of what level they need to do next. And then my second activity is money tiles. So they have numbers again, and they have a tracking sheet also, so they'll color the coin of the level that they're on, and then they have this, I guess it could be considered like a cheat sheet, to just remind them of how much each coin is worth. And then, so the directions are with them again, and then they'll place all 10 tiles on each card to show the money amounts, and then keep records of the tasks completed. So they'll just see what's up here, and they'll just add it up together and put their numbers in the squares. So for this one, it's 20. It's a quarter, so they already have the 2 for you, so they have to put the 5, so it's 25. And then they'll add this, and they'll put down what it equals to down there. And there's some, the higher level they go, they have to pay attention to addition and subtraction signs, so that's where the subtraction comes in. And then for my third activity, it's called Count 'em Cowboy. So for this one, they will roll, each student, they'll be in groups of 4, I guess I should have said that. They'll be in groups of 4 to 5 students. So each student will roll 5 dice, and they'll add up the numbers, and then they'll put, so let's say they just roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they'll put the numbers inside the different shapes, and then they'll add them up and put them in the equal sign, and then after just to make it a little more difficult, the number has to be, it can't be less than 10 or more than 25. So they can't roll all 1s or all 6s. So that'll just help them know, less than and greater than and stuff like that. For my fourth activity, this one is it's tile and number sentence. So once again, they're tracking sheet, so then it's kind of fun because it can tie in art also with the hot air balloon. They will, once again, they have their numbers, and they'll read each question carefully, and they'll just look at the picture information and then use the tiles to complete the sentence. So for this one, for the first level, it has, there's 15 total. As you can see, they have little pictures, so they have 15 bugs, and then 7 flew away. So they'll put, the one's already there for them, so they'll put their number 5 in the square, and then -7 based on the information there, and then they put their answer with their numbers, with their number tiles. And then for my 5th activity, it's just a simple word search based on the entire center. So just for example, addition, the words would be addition, coins, centers, activities, balance. And then for the teacher to know when they completed each thing, they have little, for each activity they have little, they have their name, and so they'll put in the envelope or the little pocket, and then they have little tickets. So there's one for each thing, and at the very end they can just fill in or check off the little square that they have and make sure, this is mostly for them, to make sure they did every activity and the names are up at the top. And then if they don't know how to do an activity, first they'll ask their peers, because they're going to be working in groups, and if they can't figure it out after that, they'll come ask the teacher. And for my form of assessment, I'm going to have them do a KWL chart. So in the beginning, they'll fill out the first 2, so what they know and what they want to know, and then at the end, they'll fill in the last part, which is what they learned.